I'm going to show you how to make a denim backpack out of a pair of jeans. For this project, you can use any style of pants. The first thing we're going to do is measure down 4 to 5 inches from the center seam and cut off the legs. We will utilize the fabric in future steps, so place them off to the side. Next, we're going to dethread the remaining inseam. Along with the center seam up to the fly, flip the pants front to the back and dethread the center seam up to the center of the pockets. Then overlap the sides, tuck the bottom section inwards, place a few pins, flip it around back to the front, and do the same thing. Secure the layers together by stitching directly on top of the old stitch paths. Flip the wrong sides out and square up the bottom edge. For the moment, place the top section off to the side, grab the pant leg, and cut up the side seam. Cut about a 12-inch section from the top, place the bottom off to the side, fold the right sides together with the seam at the top, and stitch the side edges at a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Flip the right sides out, grab the top section, place it on the bottom edge, stitch the sides, and this will become a pocket. Trim the bottom flush with the bottom edge of the opening. Next, we'll be creating a bottom panel for the bottom opening. Cut an 8-inch strip at the top of the second pant leg. Unfold it, place it on the opening, and trim it down to size. You want the circumference to match the circumference of the opening. With the top and bottom panel cut to size, we're going to do the same thing for the lining. Cut the lining to match, and then we're going to finish off the lining by placing the right sides together, sewing the sides of the top section, placing the bottom section along the bottom opening, and stitching all the way around the outside edge. Moving on to the flap, grab the bottom portion of the pant leg, figure out how tall you want the flap to be, and then we're going to grab the second pant leg, place the right sides together. Start by stitching just the sides, and we're going to flip the right sides out and add a top stitch along the sides, bottom, and opposite side. Next, grab the top section, cut 1.5-inch openings in the side seam 2 inches away from the bottom. Feed your webbing through the D-ring and place them inside both openings. Seal off the openings by stitching directly on top of the old stitch path. Locate the bottom panel, place the right sides together, and stitch the outside edge. After stitching, place the flap along the top edge with the right sides together. Add a bag hook in the center, followed by 2 1.5-yard strips of webbing. Place the lining inside the bag, roll the top edge over, line it up with the waistband, and stitch all the way around the outside edge. Take your time sewing over the bulky areas. To finish off the strap, add a strap adjuster, a lobster clasp, roll the webbing end over once, and stitch it down. Move to the top opening, grab any size eyelets, and we're going to place them along the waistband. Cut an opening, place the eyelet through the opening, add the back, and hammer it down. Repeat this step for the rest of the eyelets. Feed your drawstring through the eyelets, add your custom branding, and your new denim backpack is complete.